Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you are fine. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty. This is Anil Chandra Sarkar, an English teacher, welcoming you to the online class of Gaibantha Government Girls High School. Dear student, today I have come here to deliver my lecture on transformation. You know, transformation is a common grammatical item for the students of class 6 to class 10. So, you should carefully learn it. Okay, let's start it now. Dear student, transformation of sentence means to transfer a sentence into another without changing meaning. Understand? Okay, very good. First of all, I want to give some example. I am a good student. It's an affirmative sentence. If we want to make it negative, I am not a bad student. Negative. Look, dear student, both of the sentence has same meaning, but their structure are different. So it is called transformation of sentence. Dear student, now I want to transfer sentence from affirmative to negative. Affirmative to negative. You know, if we want to transfer affirmative into sentence into negative, we will have to learn some common rules. Rule number 1. Must. Cannot, but, or cannot help plus example. I must go there. Look, dear student, here we can see must. If we can see must should be replaced by cannot but or cannot help. If we use cannot help, we will have to add ing with the main verb. So I cannot help going there, or I cannot but go there. You can follow any one of these rule. Okay. Do you understand, my dear student? I hope you can understand. Next rule. Rule 2. Only person. None but. If we can see only before a person, we will replace only by none but. Only the brave deserve fair. Only the brave. Fair is only. So we will use none but. None but the brave deserve the fair. The fair. Look, dear student, none is before noun. That means person. So we use none but in place of only. Understand? So negative is none but the brave deserve the fair. It only means things. Then we will use nothing but. He has only some books. We can see only before things. So we will use nothing but. He has nothing but some books. Here, next. If only means is. We'll use not more than. Not more Let us see example. The boy is only 12. Only is used before age. So negative will be the boy is not more than 12. Clear? Only place. If only means place, then we will use nowhere. Nowhere. The bees live only in the hive. Only is placed before place, hive. So we will use nowhere. The bees live nowhere but in the hive. Dear student, I hope you can understand all this very easy. The next rule. Rule 3. As soon as soon as, no sooner no sooner had then. Okay, if we see as soon as in an affirmative sentence, we will use no sooner, had, and then. Okay, look at my example. As soon as the teacher came, the student stood up. Okay. As soon as will be replaced by no sooner. So no sooner had the teacher came, come. No sooner had the teacher come, then the student stood up. He stood up. You understand? He stood, my dear student. I hope you can easily understand it. Next rules. Rule number 4. Always. Never. If we see always in an affirmative sentence, this always will be replaced by never. I always obey my teacher's advice. So, I never disobey my teacher's advice. Dear student, you should attentively follow this. We used disobey here. That means opposite of obey, and you should also remember it, because if we use never, we must use opposite word of the main word of this sentence. Okay, understand? I hope you can understand it. Rule number 5. Both and not only but also. If we can see both and in an affirmative sentence, we will use not only in the place of both, and in the place of and we will use but also. Look at the example. Rana is both tall and strong. So its negative will be Rana is not only tall but also strong. Do you understand, my dear student? In the place of both, we use not only, and in the place of and, we use but also. Rule number 6. Two two. So that. If we see two in an affirmative sentence, we will use so, and in place of two, we will use that. Look at the example. The old man is too weak to speak. Negative will be the old man is so weak that he can speak. Dear student, if you see 2 in a sentence, we will use so in place of to and that in place of to, and after that we will make the clause negative using can't or couldn't. Rule number 7. Superlative degree. Superlative degree. Positive degree. Degree. Dear student, if we see superlative degree in an affirmative sentence, we will use positive degree if we want to make it negative. She is the wisest woman in our village. She is the wisest woman. Dear student, some of you may not understand superlative and positive. I will teach you degree in the next class. Then it will be clear to you. Don't worry. Commonly, if we see est after word and the before a word, we will call it superlative degree. No other woman in our village is as wise as she. Look carefully, dear student. This is superlative form. It has become positive form as. And normally, positive starts with no other. Understand? I hope you can understand it. Rule number 8. Every plus noun. There is no. dot dot but or who. Look at the example. Very common example. Every mother loves her child. There is every plus noun. So we will use there is no in the negative. There is no mother but loves her child. If you want to use who, then it will be there is no mother who does not love her child. Dear student, I hope you can understand the process of making negative sentence. Next rule 9. Sometimes not always. If we see sometimes in an affirmative sentence, we will replace it by not always. I am sometimes foolish. Negative. I am not always foolish. Look, we have replaced sometimes by using not always. Rule number 10. S dot dot S. Not place. Dot dot then. The girl is as tall as her mother. As. Okay. We will use not less in place of first as, then, and we will use then in the place of second tense. The girl is not less tall than her mother. Okay, dear student, I hope you can understand it. Rule number 11. Many. Not a few. If we find many in an affirmative sentence, we will make it using not a few. That means we will have to make the sentence negative and use a few. I have many friends. Negative. I have not a few friends. Dear friend, you should remember, if you find a few in an affirmative sentence, you will have to use not many. That vice versa. He has a few books. Negative will be he has not many books. If we see mass, you know mass is uncountable. Mass is uncountable, so it would be not a little. The man has much money. Negative will be the man has not a little money. In similar way, if you have a little, it will be not much. There is a little water in the glass. Understand? And it will negative using not much. There is not much water in the glass. Dear student, I hope you can understand it. Rule number 12. Universal truth. Universal truth. If you find any universal truth sentence, you will have to make it negative by using negative interrogative. Negative interrogative. Look at the example. The sun rises in the east. It is a universal truth. So, if you want to make it negative, it will be negative interrogative. That means, doesn't the sun rise in the east? Dear student, I hope you can understand it. Rule number 13. Using opposite word. Dear student, you will find many affirmative sentences where you will have to use opposite word to make negative. Okay? Look at the example. The room is small. Look, the room is small. That means the room is not big. We use opposite word big. Dear student, in this way we can make affirmative sentence negative. You have understood my lecture. I hope you have understood clearly the rules. If you attentively follow this rule, I hope you can make any affirmative sentence into, you can change any affirmative sentence into negative easily. Okay, dear students, no more today. I hope you will stay at your home safely and follow our class, and I hope we will meet again in the next class. Thank you very much.